Welcome back, everybody. This is week 2 of the camper/recording studio build, and today we're working on a shelving unit for all of my recording equipment. So we've got this back seat folded down, a piece of wood to level it out, and measuring out all the equipment that's going to go in it, and that's going to go right up against this 6-gallon water tank on the shelving in front. Level that out with this back panel. And here we have the back panel again, but now there's some holes drilled in for my water tube as well as my wiring for all of my equipment and anything else. And this very unnecessary slow-mo shot is where we're creating a strap hole that will secure everything. So there's that back panel now being glued in, and the cubbies are completed. Look at how awesome this looks. So that's perfectly sized for all of my equipment. It is leveled out. It works with the bed frame up and down. Loving it. So the next one, we have cardboard here for the next cubby, which will be for all my clothing. Magically that turns into wood, and magically that has some shelving braces, and boom, there it is. With the shelving, the full unit is done. And finally, this last piece that's going to go on the back of that will fold down to create a little kitchenette, a place for my stovetop. So there's the brace for it. This piece of metal is actually going to hold the stovetop in place, so we're heating it up in order to bend it into place and create a brace. Well, hello there. I am looking pretty dapper, if I do say so myself. I'm about to tell you why. So we were finishing up the back panel and creating this little pocket that the stove will go into and then be able to fold down. Really cool design. I really like what we ended up with. We fixed a bunch of problems with it, and we're about to install it. And I got a call from a wedding band I play in occasionally. And from what I can tell, the trombone player they hired for tonight didn't show up. And the reception, like when the band is supposed to play, starts at 5:30. So I got a call, and they were like, hey, could you fill in? This was 5 o'clock. For a 5:30 hit, and I'm an hour and a half drive away. So I'm like, I don't, I'm in the middle of building stuff. I've got like sawdust all over me. The car is full of stuff. Like I can't even just like hop in the car and go. So I'm like, I could get there by 7, but like, is that even worth it? And the guy who's running the gig said, yeah, do it. I don't know any of the people I'm playing with. This band is really interesting because it's not like you just show up and play sheet music. There's no sheet music for the horns at all. You just know the songs, right? Hopefully. And you can, if not, you can listen and try to add something. Kind of whisper to the sax and trumpet. Be like, oh, we're going to come up with a little line that'll be fun to play in the middle of this. And that's the vibe. You just kind of like, it's very improvisational, but also collaborative with the other musicians. It's really fun. I actually really like doing it, but definitely not for somebody who, if you really just want to read the sheet music, this is not the gig for you. Definitely not what I thought I would be doing, like not even an hour ago, but that's what we're doing tonight, I guess. So I'll take you with me if I can. And yeah, so here we go. Well, there you go. I'm heading back now. Hopefully we can finish the build tomorrow, and then I'll head out on the road. Yeah, not the vlog I was expecting to make today. I hope you enjoyed it. I haven't checked the videos really, so I hope they're decent quality and you can kind of get the gist. I assume I'll just do like a little montage of the different songs and different things so it doesn't get demonetized. You'll get the idea of what it's like, what the vibe is like to play a wedding band. But yeah, like I said, this one, there's no charts. You're just listening, and hopefully you know the song. There's plenty of them I didn't, but the trumpet player did, or the saxophone player did. And so they'll play a line, and you just jump in. And you jump in, maybe you start by playing in unison with them, which sounds great. You know, trumpet, trombone, sax, unison line. And then maybe the second time it happens, you split off into harmony. And it's really gratifying when you get it right, and sometimes you don't get it right, and that's okay too. Especially in a band like this, where the energy and the vibe is, and the groove is so much more important. Yeah, it's a good time. All right, so it is now the following week. It has been a time. Let me hit the lights. So I am officially now in the build. It's done. In fact, let me show you a little something. I'm editing the video that you are watching right now in the car. My mixing monitors, nice keyboard and mouse setup, my editing wheel, and then if we just turn to the right here are the shelves that we just saw being fabricated. So I've got my interface over here. This is where I stow my laptop and keyboard and all the stuff that's out. This is a beautiful cubby that fits the speakers perfectly, both of them, right in there. Back here I have my camera equipment, some GoPro stuff, more microphones, and then in here are these little drawers where I keep all of my little doodads, you know, these kind of things, a USB-C adapter, different things all go in here. That was a new addition that has been amazing. Up top I've got I have a full-size keyboard, and underneath that is where we have that other cubby. It's back here, hard to get to with the seats up in work mode, which is what we're in right now, but that's where I have my bed now and all of my clothes, and so that's what's like in work mode. This is one of my lights that I use for filming, and since the entire ceiling here is glass, I can use suction cup mounts to mount cameras, microphones, or lighting anywhere on the roof. So it's actually really, really easy to get things in the exact right spot. And so I have this on a suction cup mount, and I can move it wherever. Right now it's plugged in, but it doesn't have to be. That's just so I don't have to recharge it when it dies. But that's plugged into the car, so I have this like beautiful dome light, but I can move it anywhere in the car depending on what I need. So that's been actually really nice. That was a new addition as of yesterday. But yeah, this is the setup. This is work mode. And then, yeah, this seat folds down and the bed comes out that way, which gives access to all my clothes and that cubby back there. It is hard to get to from here. But work mode is great with all of my stuff stowed. This turns into like a really nice table that I can eat on. Yeah, that's basically it. Over in the front seat, you can see a big old mess. That is where all my trombones and everything are. So this is the setup, and we are officially on the road. So if you want to keep up with what's going on, I mean, right here's the place to do it, but also I'm posting updates on Patreon That's patreon.com/classicaltrombone, as well as on my blog, which is collabacrossamerica.com. But yeah, here we are. So that was the 2-week build of this whole setup. Big shout out to my father for actually having the know-how to take my crazy ideas and turn them into real physical things, because I certainly did not have the skills to do all of that. I just had the skills to say, I need this. And he turned it into real live things. So yeah, I could not be happier. This is super great. Right now I have the Jackery power station running everything, and shout out to Rock Pals because they also sent me a power station and solar panels, so I actually have 2 auxiliary batteries to run all of my equipment, which is just really, really helpful. I couldn't do it without both of those companies right now. And yeah, stay tuned for more. I'm going to be testing out the recording capabilities of this whole thing next. So yeah, stay tuned for all that. Find me on Instagram and TikTok at Classical Trombone. Again, Patreon donors, thank you so much for sticking with me through all of this. This has been a big change. I've been in the same place for 10 years and churning out videos, for you all the while. And this was definitely a big shift, and still will be a big shift, where I get used to being able to do it while on the road and all the cool things that will come from that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was interesting. A weird side quest to a wedding and finishing it out. But vlogs to come from wherever I end up. So catch me wherever you'll catch me, and I'll see you soon. Peace.